Приветствую, солнышки! Вы находитесь на моем канале Живое Солнце. Мы сейчас продолжаем проходить, и это 8-я серия, собственно, игры Juarez, или Juarez, не знаю. Собственно говоря, глава называется «Я все еще охотник за головами». Поехали!
It took me a couple of days to track the Daltons down.
They can't get away with this.
And in that time, a whole posse of local vigilantes offered to lend a hand.
Так, ребятки, для начала будем сюда. Игра. Обзор легендарного оружия особый, обычный. Я не знаю, что это значит. Очки, наверное, выключим аркадный режим. Что такое аркадный режим, не знаю тоже. Отключить высоко, сложить или высоко, все нормально. Так, что по навыкам у нас? Гренадер, стрельба по брошенному динамиту. Ну, такое себе. По-моему, в режиме ярости он будет подсвечиваться. Ну, то есть автонаводкой, по-моему, если я правильно все понимаю. Не очень, короче, мне
They
нравится.
seemed as determined as me to find those outlaws. But as we headed into those swamps, it was like I had my own private army. There was no way those boys were getting
У
away this
наших
time.
братьев Далтонов есть собственная армия. Собственно говоря, как-то так. Они нас... А, ебать, это мои.
It was early fall, right? Beautiful time of year. At least you had the weather on your side.
Not by my recollection. It was damp and foggy as hell.
Да, вот это вот, конечно, какая-то не очень локация.
It was tough to stay on a true course.
Мерзкая погода, на
So
самом
we
деле.
kept an eye out for landmarks.
Так, флажки помечены, короче, это чтобы с направления не сбиться, понял. А тут ничего нету, ничего нету.
It was autumn. The maple trees were in full color. Red
Вау,
as blood.
вау.
The rains that year were torrential, so the whole area was flooded.
Мне кажется, здесь
The
что-то будет.
vigilantes had spread out wide, and pretty soon I couldn't see anybody.
Опа, я знал, что он здесь.
Bury them in the school. Plant them where they stand.
Except for some bitches ahead of me wanting to do me harm.
Кольца
So I had
красивые,
to face
кстати.
them alone. I wondered why my compatriots didn't come running when they heard the shots.
So did you find the Daltons?
Not yet, but I did have the questionable pleasure of meeting a few of their friends.
Минус. Патроны кончаются, это плохо.
The boys had established quite a reputation by that time, so they attracted all manner of riffraff to their cause.
Поменяем, наверное, на гравированных рейнджеров. Опа. Опасно. Очень как-то, блин, мразотно, если честно. Патроны кончились. По кайфу. Вот сейчас очень сложно. В голову. Взрывом убит. В голову. В голову. Не, стоп, так непонятно просто. Убиваю я ее в голову или же как?
The boys had established quite a reputation by that time, so they attracted all manner of riffraff to their cause.
Так, где еще?
Point being, I was under serious attack, and my reinforcements was nowhere to be seen.
О! Обрезанная винтовочка. А у него скорострела, да? Давай поменяем.
But luckily, a barn materialized as if right before my eyes.
Что-то я не понял.
Up top to get a better view.
Чё это? А, по ветке, во.
But just ended up falling inside.
So, how did you get out?
Как вы
The
выбрались?
barn doors was open. About right then, I saw some suspicious characters running for the bushes. Of course, I followed them. But that goddamn swamp was like a goddamn maze, and pretty soon I had no goddamn idea where I was. Steve? So I just started
Good speed.
walking, and pretty soon... Steve? Steve?
Huh? Oh, no, I'm listening.
Indians surrounded me from all sides.
Блять.
Injuns?
They were Indians.
No. I just wanted to make sure Steve was paying attention. Now, where
Ладно,
was
никаких
I?
индейцев.
You were following the Daltons through a swamp?
That's right. See, Steve? Dwight's paying attention.
No, I'm listening.
Давай, наверное, длинную винтовку возьмем, у нее патрон побольше.
So, where was I?
The Daltons.
Right. See, there's a reason so many outlaw gangs are made up of brothers. Being a brother is a very sacred thing. It's a bond like no other.
Bounty hunter! Stop that, So did you ever find the damn Daltons?
Not yet. But I did find a few of their cousins. You Kansans breed like rabbits. More Smiths or Heimhoffers or who knows what. But hell, what's more important than family? I bet Ben knows what I'm talking about.
Тут уроды с динамитами, это прям капец. Еще один. Прямо. Но я больше никого не вижу. Тут болото, конечно, это капец. Твою мать. Простреливается эта шляпа. Ловко я от пули увернулся. Тяжело, очень тяжело играть на самом деле на высоком уровне сложности. Буквально пара попаданий и нету. Все. Игру с чекпоинта начинаешь. Вай.
Those Dalton boys were out there somewhere, standing together against anyone.
Верный выстрел в голову. Главное, изначально я с какими-то типами шел.
A goddamn steamboat.
A steamboat in a swamp?
Yeah, Steve, but this wasn't much more than a wreck, really.
But how'd a damn steamboat end up in the swamps? Yes, it floated off during the flood of '89.
Now, was it a stern wheeler or a side wheeler?
What? Does that really make a difference, Steve? It was a steamboat with a goddamn army on board. It was then that a fusillade of bullets come raining down from on high, and those vigilantes who accompanied me weren't anywhere to be found. But among those men that were shooting at me, I thought I saw some familiar faces.
Легчайшие.
Somewhere up there, the Daltons were waiting on me.
Где-то там наверху меня ждали Далтоны. А два можно взять? А, только один. Нет, тогда лучше. Тогда лучше револьверы.
Sounds like you don't give up too easy.
That's the kind of man I am, Ben. I set out to do
Так, стоп,
something.
подожди, там где-то был самородок истины.
Surrender just ain't in my nature. Plus, I'm stubborn as hell.
Мигает, вот тут вот где-то лежит. Где-то мигает. Блин, он мэйби наверху. А мэйби за стенкой. А чё у него за револьвер? Скорострел. Мне не нужен скорострел. О, я же говорил, мэйби наверху лежит. Опа, сейчас будет серебряная винтовка, кстати, парни. Да. Так, а тут что? Тут скорострелы опять. Скорострелы хороши, но мало урона наносят, в принципе, по боссам.
Right about then, much to my relief, the
Где вы до этого были,
vigilantes
парни?
finally arrived. Their leader motioned at a cabin in the middle of the top deck, pointing me directly at the Daltons. I finally had them, after months of dogged pursuit. But it turned out that they had me.
Take him out!
Ого.
I'm sending you to hell!
The Daltons had played me like a
Tough
fiddle.
after all, is he?
Apparently, the vigilantes were on their
Ого.
damn payroll. They didn't just want to shoot me. They wanted to burn me alive. But finding my way out of a burning labyrinth proved to be quite a
It
challenge.
was a riverboat, right? I mean, it's not like it was a goddamn ocean liner.
Well, yeah, but I was in a
Did you
fight.
hear about that ship that's gonna launch next year? Largest one in the world.
We're
Well,
talking about the Titanic. If you ask me, it's too blessed big. I don't think it'll even float.
so anyway,
Don't be stupid, Steve. They know what they're
Охренеть.
doing. They say that the Titanic is unsinkable.
oh God,
But getting back to that steamboat, how'd you get off it, Mr. Greaves?
I took in a lot of smoke that day, so I admit my recollection might be a bit hazy. But somehow I managed to finally disembark.
Ого.
It was time to settle this once and for all. Bob and Grat weren't about to come at me one at a time.
Целый левел апнул,
They were in
офигеть.
this together.
Очуметь. Ого. Концентрация будет длиться на 50% дольше.
Two brothers side by
Ого.
side, determined to take me down. Confident that this time the odds were on their side.
Дуэли становятся сложнее. Ого. Блин, очень быстро застрелили меня так-то. Чумей, а как? Вот я даже сейчас первый не смог их убить. Ну, типа, достал револьвер первым, а убить их все равно не смог. Вообще не получается. Это как? Это вообще реально? Ну, очень сложно на самом деле. Что за ересь? Ай-яй-яй.
Two brothers side by side, determined to take me down. Confident that this time the odds were on their side.
Ну,
They got it wrong.
как получилось,
A
ребят.
sad end for those
Уж
two.
извиняйте, ну.
If they'd only known
Это
that
победа
Henry was still
нечестная.
alive despite his wounds. Paroled 14 years later, he moved to California and sold real estate and lived off the legend of that fateful day. And the tragic death of his two brothers. My own brothers died tragically as well, truth be told. It was 1868, and me and my older brothers were pulling a tidy profit running cattle into Juarez, Mexico. One night after my brothers retired for the evening, I found a little poker game in a cantina with a couple of cowboys. And I just couldn't lose. I even won an old Spanish coin that had to be 100 years old. Well, I was mighty pleased with myself the next morning as my brothers and I rode for Texas. But before we crossed the border, those cowboys caught up with us. It was Johnny Ringo, Roscoe Bob Bryant, and another asshole named Jim. They wanted their money back and everything else we had, including our lives, as those boys didn't want us coming for them later. Bob put that old Spanish coin in my mouth and said, "I won't have it said that I left you with nothing, boy." Well, those horses bolted, and there we hung as those bastards rode away. The branch finally snapped under the weight of the three of us, but being my older brothers were bigger and heavier, they were already dead. And right then I swore to myself that I would avenge them. Ringo you know about. But Bob eluded me, until I heard he was riding with the Wild Bunch.
Печально, трагично на самом деле. Но, думаю, историю мы продолжим с вами уже в следующем ролике. Всем до новых встреч, всем пока.